We live in a world where our phones are practically glued to our hands, from morning alarms to midnight scrolling. But what happens when checking notifications turns into a full-blown addiction? In this episode, we're diving into the reality of device addiction, how it affects our brains, bodies, and relationships. From sleep disruption to anxiety and decreased focus, the impact is more serious than we might think. But don't worry, we're not just here to scare you. We'll also share practical, science-backed strategies to take back control and find a healthier balance with technology. Let's talk about it. Today we will talk about device addiction, harmful effects, how to combat it. So before we get started, make sure to hit that like button, also subscribe to my channel. Today, we live in a world that's more connected than ever. Phones, tablets, laptops, these devices are always within reach. We use them to work, socialize, relax, and even fall asleep. But what happens when we start using them too much? When checking your phone becomes the first thing you do in the morning and the last thing at night, when you feel anxious or irritable without it. This is where device addiction begins. It's more common than you might think, and it can affect your mental health, physical health, relationships, and overall quality of life. In this video, we're going to explore what device addiction really is, the harmful effects it can have, and most importantly, what you can do to break free and take back control. Stick around to the end because the steps we share could completely change the way you live. What is device addiction? Device addiction is more than just using your phone or computer a lot. It's when your relationship with your device starts to interfere with your daily life. You find yourself scrolling endlessly on social media, checking notifications every few minutes, or feeling stressed when you don't have your device nearby. It becomes more than a tool. It becomes a habit you can't control. It might look like watching hours of short videos before bed, refreshing your feed when you're already caught up, or jumping between apps with no clear reason. Over time, these small behaviors build up into something bigger. You lose focus, your mood shifts, and slowly, your screen starts to take over parts of your life that used to bring you joy. This type of addiction isn't just about time spent. It's about how that time is spent, how it makes you feel, and what it's replacing in your life. The hidden harmful effects of device addiction. Most people know that spending too much time on devices isn't ideal, but many don't realize just how harmful it can be in the long term. Let's break down some of the most serious effects. First, there's the impact on mental health. Constant device use, especially on social media, has been linked to anxiety, depression, low self-esteem, and feelings of loneliness. When we compare our lives to the curated highlights of others, it can create unrealistic expectations and emotional stress. Another major issue is sleep disruption. The blue light from screens interferes with melatonin production, which affects your sleep-wake cycle. This leads to poor quality sleep or insomnia. And when you're tired, everything else suffers: your mood, your memory, and your ability to focus. Then there's the issue of reduced attention span. Constant switching between apps and information trains your brain to expect instant gratification. This makes it harder to concentrate on tasks that require deeper thinking or longer focus. Over time, this can affect your academic or work performance. Let's not forget about physical health. Hours of screen time can lead to eye strain, headaches, and posture problems like text neck. It can also encourage a sedentary lifestyle, increasing the risk of weight gain, heart issues, device addiction can affect real-life relationships. When you're glued to your phone, it becomes harder to engage in meaningful conversations, be present with loved ones, or enjoy moments without distractions. This can slowly chip away at your personal connections, creating distance even when you're physically together. Recognizing the signs of device addiction. So how do you know if you're addicted to your device? Here are some common signs. You feel anxious or irritated when you're without your phone or internet connection. You check your device constantly, even when there's no reason to. You lose track of time while using apps, especially social media, games, or video platforms. You feel the need to respond to every notification immediately. You struggle to focus on tasks without checking your device. You stay up late using your phone, even when you're tired or know you should sleep. You use devices as a way to escape boredom, stress, or uncomfortable emotions. You choose screen time over hobbies, exercise, or spending time with people. If any of these sound familiar, you're not alone. The first step toward change is recognizing that there's a problem and understanding that it's possible to take control again. Why it's so hard to stop. One reason device addiction is so difficult to break is because our phones are designed to be addictive. App developers and tech companies use strategies like endless scrolling, bright colors, and dopamine-triggering notifications to keep you engaged. These features hijack your brain's reward system, making you crave the constant stimulation. This is why even when you want to cut back, you find yourself picking up your phone without thinking. It becomes a habit that's hard to break, not because you're weak, but because the system is built that way. But here's the good news. Just like any habit, device addiction can be changed. It takes awareness, consistency, and the right strategies. Let's look at how. How to combat device addiction. Start by tracking your usage. Most smartphones have screen time tracking features that show you how much time you spend on each app. Check these stats honestly. You might be surprised. Awareness is powerful. It helps you see where your time is really going and gives you a starting point for change. Next, set limits. Use your phone's built-in tools to set daily time limits for apps you overuse. If you spend 3 hours a day on social media, try cutting it down to 2, then 1. Make the changes gradually so they stick. Turn off unnecessary notifications. These constant pings pull your attention and create urgency where none exists. By turning them off, you reduce distractions and give your brain a chance to focus. Create no-phone zones. Choose specific areas or times in your day where devices are not allowed. This could be during meals, in the bedroom, or the first hour after waking up. These boundaries help you be more present and build healthier routines. Use the grayscale mode on your phone. Removing color makes apps less visually stimulating and reduces the urge to open them. Replace screen time with real activities. When you cut back on devices, fill that time with things that recharge you. Read a book, go for a walk, cook a meal, or talk to a friend. Doing things with your hands or moving your body helps rewire your brain and reminds you of life beyond the screen. What do you think of our video? Let me know in the comments section below. Before you go, please hit the like button and subscribe to my channel. Thanks for watching.